The Nissan Rogue is a very odd compact SUV. The Nissan Rogue is the brand's best seller, and it's been given a bit of an update for 2024 with some new features inside and new styling outside, where it has a redesigned grille. But it's what's behind that grille that makes the Rogue the most interesting vehicle in its class. That is a turbocharged 1.5-liter, 3-cylinder engine with variable compression. It's equipped with a complex mechanical linkage and an engine control management system that allows it to adjust the compression ratio to optimize fuel economy or power. It's rated at 201 horsepower and 225 pound-feet of torque, which is a lot for an engine that size. And while fuel economy for the new 2024 Rogue hasn't officially been released yet, last year's model was rated at 37 miles per gallon highway and 33 combined for front-wheel drive vehicles, and 34 highway and 31 combined for all-wheel drive Rogues, both of which are very good for a non-hybrid powertrain. And part of that can be chalked up to the fact that this has a continuously variable automatic transmission. Prices start at $29,785 for front-wheel drive Rogue S and go up to just over $41,000 for a Platinum. All trims get the same powertrain and the same spacious interior. The Rogue's cargo area is 36.5 cubic feet and has a reconfigurable floor you can use to set up cubby areas or just drop the floor to get more height. The rear seat is also spacious for the segment and does very well on my 6'1" scooch test, where I see how I can fit behind myself with the front seat set for me. All the trims come nicely appointed, but Nissan's Platinum trim is one of the most impressive in the class. Even my teenager asked if this was a fancy car. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration plus Alexa are standard across the range, but the high-end SL and Platinum also add Google built in, which works with the navigation system, but also lets you control a lot of the vehicle systems with voice commands. Check this out. Turn the heat to 72 degrees.
All right, changing the heating to 72 degrees.
Not sure why she's British, but she works pretty well. Let's try something else. Turn on the driver's heat seat.
Sure, turning on the seat heater for the driver.
Even though I kind of fumbled that, she still got it right. And you can also use her to access Google itself. Who is Gary Gastelum?
On the website foxbusiness.com, they say, Gary Gastelum writes about cars for foxbusiness.com and is Fox News Digital's automotive editor. He founded the foxnews.com automotive section in 2007 and conducts interviews with industry leaders and insiders, covering both new and collector car news.
Sounds like an impressive guy. That's accurate, although it's a little out of date. Despite the uneven layout of the engine, there's nothing strange about the way it operates. It's very smooth, sounds pretty good even, and has plenty of power for a vehicle this size. But as is the case with most continuously variable transmissions, the response isn't immediate. You get this effect like a power boat when you hit the gas, and it takes a little bit for the vehicle to catch up with it. Again, efficiency is what it's mostly about, so that's something you have to live with. But you can also use these panels behind the steering wheel to pretend it has gears, shift through them to have a little bit of fun. Even though it does have a sport mode, the handling's not exactly sporty to go with it, but it's fine, and the ride is very comfortable. Although the 20-inch wheels and low-profile tires on the Platinum can get a little crunchy on a rough road. Every Rogue gets standard automatic emergency braking all around, a blind spot warning system, and a lane departure prevention system, while the mid-level SV adds the ProPilot lane centering adaptive cruise control. I've always thought the Rogue name was a bit much for what's really just a mainstream compact SUV. But in this case, between the engine and the fuel efficiency and the great packaging you can get at a very competitive price, it does stand out a bit.